Okay.
Hey, Cousin Dave.
Hey, Pink Clown, what's going on, man?
Hey, I found some circus peanuts we were looking for.
This is your audition tape, but you know what? It could just be two fat clowns eating circus peanuts for all I care right now. I need like 2 of these. I haven't had circus peanuts in years, man.
Right?
Oh my God, these are great.
Holy, man, these are just like when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, there's 2 more. So what have you been up to, man?
Well, remember I got married?
Yeah, that's right.
To that mine? She never says a thing. So I decided I have to get a divorce because I'm just tired of it.
How's that going?
Well, it's going great now because, you know, I don't listen to her, I don't hear from her. You ever seen a mime do dishes? No. Invisible dishes.
So nothing's getting done.
Invisible vacuuming. Nothing, my house is a mess. I'm done with it.
Something.
Here, have some.
Okay, so I was thinking we should do something cool for your audition, but our circus peanuts are kind of taking over right now.
Yeah. We need more.
Yeah, I know. We should have bought like 3 of those suckers.
We should pick some up on our way out to go shooting guns and machetes.
Machetes? I mean, we could help build the wall. Are you into that?
Yeah, we got some. Put some more up on the wall. Great.
You got guns and machetes in your car right now?
Who doesn't?
All right, let's forget this audition. Let's just go do that.
All right, let's go get the peanuts on the way.
Yeah, no, another bag, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Tonight on Circus of Chaos, witness the nightmare Children of Dave. Get laughs with actress Summer Moore and her comedy As in Kevin. We talk with legendary comic book artist Thomas Tenny.
I will always have my heart into rock art because that's where I started. And then it became comic art. And I guess my roots keep pulling me back to comic art.
Need steampunk gear? We found some.
The masks actually come from an earlier time during the bubonic plague. And the doctors would wear the mask and they would actually fill the nose of that mask with incense and potpourri so they didn't smell the dead bodies.
And we discuss Game of Thrones with Melissa and Rad Chad on Season 7, Character Death Predictions.
Don't touch Jamie, don't touch Snowman, and don't touch any of the Starks.
But first, we send Eden Alexander to experience what is the Soiled Dove.
Hey, we're here at the Soiled Dove with one of the hosts, Monty.
No.
Monty, the Soiled Dove is a very unique name. Can you tell us a little bit about what the name means and how you came up with the concept?
The soiled dove, well, a soiled dove is basically a loose woman or a lady of the night.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
In olden terms, yeah, it's like a midnight jewel, a soiled dove being, but it's not really a bad term. It just made sense to all the birds that fly, but you know they get caught in the muck, which is life and sex and stuff.
So we're here at an interactive dinner theater that is a brothel theme.
Yes, well, the Soiled Dove is a brothel. Yeah, it's one of the original brothels in San Francisco in about 1895. So the dinner, it comes before, and then the whole thing is run by the whores and the tricks and the johns and a lot of ex-criminals.
Now, I've got to ask you about that because when I walked into this circus tent, I was blown away. I saw musicians, I saw sexy girls, I saw carnival acts and flips and all sorts of acrobatics. What are some other things that we should expect out of this all-inclusive experience?
Well, we use a lot of historical characters from the actual history. Like there'll be an appearance by Shanghai Kelly tonight, kidnapping some people, poisoning them. There'll be some other characters like Happy Jack, who was a random scourge. There's Emperor Norton, who was very famous in San Francisco for claiming his own emperorship and making his own money. He's here also.
There's even a bar here named after him locally.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of our girls are generally named after actual soiled doves from the time.
So from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave, everybody is in character, like a flashback in time.
Yes.
Hello, the name's Happy Jack Harrington, proprietor of the most bawdy shows on the Barbary Coast. We want to take you through a time machine, back to a lawless day of harlots, thieves, and outlaws.
Oh.
That's why we have a sex scene show that is immersive theater. So all the characters you're seeing here are going to be interactive. You're going to make you part of an actual immersive theater experience that's going to bring you to the heights of sensuality.
So every individual performer and bartender and person in the tent
They're all in
is
character.
all in character.
We're all costumed to the nines, and we ask you to be as well, so you can really feel like you are living that time period. San Francisco has a history of the Bohemian underground, and that has been true since the day it was founded. And we, Vaudeville, as the Bohemian Underground, the flagship leader of the underground circus moment, are recreating this beautiful, immersive environment to deliver to you, San Francisco, as our love letter to this city. Mwah.
All right, Happy Jack, I was told that I could be written into the abduction scene, so we better get on rehearsing that.
Oh, sure, yeah. Stretch beforehand.
My name is Dora. I'm the contortionist at this show, this club, and that's my life. I'm just a regular bendy babe.
Now, Dora, I have seen dancers. We just saw some aerial silks. I think I saw somebody on a lyra hoop. Can you tell me a little bit more about the other performers in this show?
Well, it depends on what you want. There's girls hanging by their hands, hanging by their feet, spinning by their necks. I mean, standing on their hands, bending in half. There is quite a bit. There's even gentlemen. There's man ladies. There's chair balancing, there's dancing, there's acrobatics. I mean, really, you can't get bored even if you really tried.
This doesn't sound like any dinner theater that I've ever heard before. What do you think makes this experience stand out from so many other shows that you can go and see?
Well, besides our incredibly glamorous setting, the gorgeous Big Top Tortona in Alameda, which is stunning, candlelight everywhere, beautiful artwork. It's basically been hand-tailored to a very specific, very special dinner theater experience with beautiful circus acts, the best in the Bay Area. It's quite a showstopper.
Now, Dora, you've got to give me a little bit of inside info about what it's like to work in the brothel with all these ladies.
Oh, they're terrible. Just terrible. I love them all.
All right, Dora, where can we get tickets to this amazing event that's only pretty much for the month of June, right?
Check Facebook and Instagram, the Vaudeville Society, vaudevillesociety.com. The Soiled Dove is the name of our show. Please come get tickets. It will be running through July.
Well, we won't keep you. We'll let you get to stretching. Thank you, Dora, and circus fans, we'll be right back.
You got a bottle, let 'em go. You got a bottle, let 'em go. All the high-powered women show got a bottle, let 'em go. Well, she may be old, 90 years, but she ain't too old for to shift her gear. You got a bottle, let 'em go. You got a what? What? You got a home, boom, dee dee, home, home. All the high-powered women show got a bottle, let 'em go. Dee dee, boom. Well, I jumped in the river and I couldn't get across. I jumped on an alligator, thought he was a horse. You got a bottle, let 'em go. You got a what? You got a bottle, let 'em go. You got all the high-powered women sure got a bottle, let 'em go.
Win a pair of tickets to see confounding circus performers, delicious dancers, salacious singers, voracious villains, hapless heroes, and masterful musicians, all of the highest caliber, at the Soiled Dove under the Big Top in Alameda. Experience time travel and entertainment with food, music, and more. Enter to win a pair of tickets. Just subscribe to Cousin Dave on YouTube and comment on the promo. The Soiled Dove, a circus-infused, unique Bay Area experience.
So if you're single, in the old days, you would put an ad in the paper of like, hey, I'm looking for something. So nowadays, there's what? Tinder? What's out there? Online dating. What is that?
You want to know what all the sites are?
I don't know. What do people do now?
It's like you go online and you shop. It's basically the equivalent of when you type like I want shoes, Nike shoes in Google.
Yeah.
Like people come up like mug shots, and then you can just start choosing.
So paper. This is antiquated now.
Yeah,
you just
no
do
one
the.
does that.
Okay.
I mean, the weirdos may do that. So.
Yeah, but there's probably weirdos online. They're like, hey, look at you, bombshell. Let's come over here and smell my feet, right, or whatever they're gonna say.
I haven't had that one, but yes, there's a lot of crazies.
I mean, that's a subcategory. Some people are into that. I don't know. Hey, we're here with Summer Moore, producer, comedy actress, and I want to talk a little bit about your awesome, fun comedy that's on Funny or Die called As in Kevin.
Thank you.
So obviously, we kind of know what inspired you to make this, but tell us what it's about.
It's about online dating. It's based on true dates that I went on, and not all my dates, some are other people's dates, and then I just expanded upon them. But it's about a woman trying to find a man, and she's dating in LA and going on online dating, and the horrific things that are on there.
Gets a little disastrous,
it makes
right?
you want to be single forever.
It's just people just move to Colorado and say, forget it, I'm not going anywhere, right? Make a horror film on Satanists.
That's what happens. Then you start getting the Satan worshiping. So it's either that or online dating.
So tell me a little bit about, how hard was it to put this project together? But obviously the results, I watched it. It's fantastic. It's hilarious. How hard is it to be an independent filmmaker and put something like this together?
It's a lot of work. I mean, people keep telling me they want me to do more, and I'm like, first of all, there's funding, which is a lot, just to do a tiny little short. But then I produced it, wrote it, and star in it, and then casting, and I did quite a bit in it, so it's pretty exhausting.
All right, well, let's take a quick look at a clip from As in Kevin.
Online has turned dating into shopping. You pick one, use it, then go right back to the store. People don't invest in each other anymore.
Back home, we didn't have all these options.
Options? A man holding a dead fish is not an option. That's him putting his best foot forward. You do realize that, right?
Ooh, what about him? Happily married. Looking for something on the side. Sex 5 days a week. I'm employed. Why would you write that?
Online dating is like a virus. Everybody does it all the time. Look at us at work shopping for men.
Yeah, you're right. It's like shopping, right?
Yeah.
You're just kind of going through and, okay, I'll take, okay, well, sure, right here. Boom.
Right.
Unbelievable, man. I'm sorry for all you single folks that get swiped and rejected and throw in the trash, whatever they do on there, right? Man, so if people want to watch the whole comedy, As in Kevin, where can they go?
Well, they can go to my YouTube channel, which is Some Smiles, S-U-M Smiles. S-M-I-L-E-S. And then I've got it on there right when you log in. It's the top one. Or you can go to Funny or Die. And Funny or Die is also Some Smiles. So just add that at the end of the .com. Yeah.
All right. Hey, all right. Now, you're not afraid of clowns, are you?
A little.
Oh, okay, because we could do that clown in the dark game.
Oh,
you
good,
just come in and we'll roll some dice and
I love that. That sounds great.
with the lights off.
Yeah.
And we'll just see what
That
happens.
sounds just fabulous.
Perfect,
I
let's
have
go.
to leave.
No,
I got an
no.
emergency.
All right, no.
Something.
Well, you should come this way instead. Okay. Just through the dark tunnel over here. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm cool.
All right, come on, let's go.
I said I'm cool.
No, all right. So, what do you do with severed doll heads and legs and arms and parts?
I masturbate.
Cast spells.
Play house.
Decorate.
Decorate's a good one. We met someone who brings these decapitated doll heads and parts back to life. His name's Dave, like me. So let's see what the children of Dave are.
I think the best way to describe my art is it's a collection of my nightmares. It's kind of like all my fears. I'm terrified of spiders, I'm terrified of insects and cockroaches. So I put a lot of that into my art, and it's kind of a way of getting over that fear. I'm David Jessup, creator of Children of Dave. The way Children of Dave started was a good friend of mine was murdered, and I kind of had a mini breakdown. And when I was cleaning out his apartment, kind of helping him get ready, to kind of move on, his family was coming over and wanted to get the place clean, I found a whole bunch of broken dolls and action figures. And I kind of started just messing with them and using them as kind of like therapy, putting them back together and making different creations. And I just did that for a couple years, and eventually I ran across a gallery owner. I showed him one of the pieces, and he told me he liked it and to work on it a little bit more, to make them darker and grungier. His name was Ted. He really helped me out. I have fans in Europe, some in Germany, Spain, all over, of course, Dallas. And it's really weird. It's like you have some kind of people that you would expect would like it, but then you also have like a professor, in literary or something like that. It's really interesting to see the different kinds of people. And I really get like, it's one or the other. Either people love it or they hate it. A lot of times I'll have couples come up, married couples, and like one of them will love them and the other one's like, no way you're buying this. We're getting out of here. So it's really interesting. The cool thing I like about it is the people that love it are fascinated by them. And they stay and they talk, and each one speaks to them differently, and it really affects them in a way, and I love that. I sell to people all over the world. I'm based here in Dallas, so you can find me here at a couple galleries here. But thanks to Instagram and my website, I sell to everyone. I've got people in Germany, Spain, Canada. I've got a collector in Canada, which is really cool. I think that's one of the neatest things is finding people that buy multiple dolls from me. That's really nice. I definitely use a lot of my favorite horror films as inspiration. Alien being the first one, of course. Love H.R. Giger, his work with bones and his whole biomechanical aspect. Todd McFarlane, huge guy in my brain. Clive Barker, Hellraiser. The Thing is a huge influence.
Here's your tip of the day on Swedish fish. If you put these in the microwave for 7 seconds, then eat them, they're perfect. If you nuke them for 10 or 12, you'll burn your frickin' tongue.
Or your penis.
Don't do that either, no. Anyway.
Just saying.
I mean, I have a medical fetish, so burns can be a little, that's a different segment.
Well, hey, not that any of this has to do with steampunk, but that's how we're gonna just cheaply segue into our steampunk segment, because it has nothing to do with medical burns or Swedish fish.
I'm Todd Hogan. I'm a creative of Punktworks, steampunk accessory business. And basically, you can make whatever you want and out of whatever you want. I like to upcycle a lot of stuff, go dumpster diving at the local recycling place and get some cool stuff out of there. The masks actually come from an earlier time during the bubonic plague. And the doctors would wear the mask and they would actually fill the nose of that mask with incense and potpourri so they didn't smell the dead bodies. They also were stupid enough to think that would deal with the biometric system. They don't realize that there's microbiology back then. They had no idea about that. So basically, the reason old country doctors didn't die that much is because they were exposed to so many pathogens. We got corsets, bustle skirts, men's coats, pirate coats, leather goods of all kinds. I also make jewelry. That's where I started, was jewelry. I make all my jewelry with antique clock gears and clock parts. And so we got pretty much everything you need, top toe to finish.
No, normally Swedish fish come in a big ass bag of just red Swedish fish, which I could eat them all. But when you get the assorted flavors, next thing you know, the yellow and the orange, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm okay.
It's all about diversity, cousin.
Share with your friends.
Diverse
Yes.
Swedish fish.
Yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, I eat them all, but probably the green would be my last pick, but that's why there's the green ones. This is the last. Who wants the last Swedish fish?
I'll take it.
All right. I forgot what we were doing, but hey, what are we doing, Eden?
Filming a show.
I know, but we were talking about Swedish fish.
You're going to introduce our next featured artist.
Oh! This guy's great. Artist, he does AC/DC, comic art, he did a mashup of John Carpenter's The Thing. Really good stuff. Let's check out Thomas Tenny art.
My name is Thomas Tenny. I work for Marvel, Image, DC, and for the band AC/DC. Musically, it was Ace Frehley and Kiss. And artistically, it was a guy named John Byrne who got me interested in comic art. I was fortunate enough to meet his inker, who was also a big inspiration to me, a man by the name of Terry Austin. So I always loved the European work, H.R. Giger. All these guys were so inspirational to me. I loved being around them. And when I met them, it was like meeting a hero. Between comic art and rock art, I love doing, I will always have my heart into rock art because that's where I started. And then it became comic art. And I guess my roots keep pulling me back to comic art. I love working in animation, I work in anime, and standard comic art. I saw there was a Thing art book coming up. I was so inspired by the movie and John Carpenter's work. I love John Carpenter's directing. And when I saw The Thing, it's always been a part of me. Watching that movie is so inspirational to watch. His directing in it, the lighting in it, there's so much to it. And when I saw the book was coming up, I jumped right in. Not only because of the great talent that's involved in it, but because I wanted to be part of that whole process. And knowing that my name was associated with anything John Carpenter was, oh, it was a blessing just there. I was coming up with some different ideas what I thought people would love to see. And I know Harlequin, everybody does Harlequin. But I wanted to do a Harlequin that was based on a person, not so much the idea. So when I approached my model Anna about it and said, what do you want to do with Harlequin? She said, let me do what I can do with it. And I backed up and I wanted to see what creative freedom she would have with the character. And she took some inspiration from the comics and from the movies and with herself, and her personality poured through, even though it was the character.
Hey, all you freaks, geeks, or weirdos out there, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, take a deep breath and sit with us so we can talk about the Season 7 Game of Thrones death predictions. All right, so, Melissa, I know you watch a lot of Game of Thrones.
I do.
Eden, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I mean, I play a game with a throne in my dungeon, but the throne has a hole cut out where you put your butt.
Okay, we're cool.
Wait, you have that in your dungeon?
We'll get back to the show, okay? On this board are all the major players in Game of Thrones. Now, it's guaranteed this season there's gonna be some deaths. We should place bets. Deaths on this board, okay? You got 4 categories.
4 categories.
Team Daenerys, Team Cersei, Team Jon Snow, and other is for people spread out all over, like Arya's on her own, Bran, Uncle Benjen, Littlefinger, the Hound, the Night's King, right? Sam and Gilly, the Red Witch, and Euron Greyjoy, the bastard uncle with the fleet of ships, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, who do you think's guaranteed to get whacked this season?
Now we're gonna talk about like that first episode because you know that's gonna be
There has to be something
monumental.
shocking.
Something monumental. I think they're gonna start with the Great Boys.
Okay, I mean, I look at war is coming. You've got Team Cersei and Dany are going to absolutely collide. There'll be an explosion. The question is, and we've seen sneak peeks, Team Daenerys and Team Jon Snow might hook up and fight. I mean, I just seen pictures. They don't look like they're fighting, so let's say they're all on the same team. That's a lot of good guys. I do think that King's Landing is going down this season. So let's do a couple kills on my board here, all right?
Spoiler alert, are we gonna mention like their relationship? Nah.
I don't really care about that right now. It's about killing off characters, okay? Now, we know that Daenerys won't get killed this season. If they do, then I'm shocked, right? It'd be like, holy crap. Tyrion, they can't kill the little guy. There's just no way he's dying, okay? Now, they could chip away at her team here. Look, Jorah, okay, Dario I think's gonna die because she's screwing him every episode as like her love toy. So I think Dario's gone.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
He has a beard and he's sexy.
He's sexy, he's dead. Okay. I think Jorah has grayscale.
He does.
I think he's gone this season.
But he's off on this epic journey to find the cure.
Did you not see the decrepit hand coming out of the frickin'... I think that might be him.
I guess we can't grab a storm can.
No. I mean, he might turn into a dragon. I don't know. Grayscale, dragons, whatever. Okay. Grey Worm's gone.
Okay.
I think he's gone this season.
I'll agree with you on that one.
I think one dragon will die this season. So scratch out 3. We only have 2 now.
Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me, Cousin Dave. I can't watch this backstage anymore. You're talking about dragons?
Hey, it's Game of Thrones, Rad Chad. Have a seat.
How come you don't have a team dumb on here, man? This is a stupid game. I'll tell you why, man. Because it's easy to figure out. All you gotta do is say who's the smartest, best leader there is, and then they kill him. That's how this game works, man.
Well, let's look at it this way. I think Jon Snow's gonna make it.
He better make it, man. I'll tell you, this show needs an enema.
Enema?
And I hope season 7 gives it an enema.
You know what? This show is one of the best shows out there. Let me guess. What are you watching? You're not watching Thrones?
Watching Walking Dead, man. The human condition, man. Love, sacrifice, love, loss.
Love, loss.
This is fantasy, man. What the is a clown talking about fantasy? I thought you were into horror, man.
Horror? This is horror and fantasy. I mean, the best of both worlds. Look at the White Walkers. That's a horror film. Didn't you not watch when the entire village got wiped out by White Walkers? No. That was a horror film, buddy.
Horror film,
Which
man.
would be another way of saying
zombies. So you're trying to tell me that there's a zombie connection here?
Dude, we've got nudity. Just walking. When's the last time you saw a pair of on Walking Dead, Rad
I'm not
Chad?
gonna argue with you, man. Boobies are good. I will watch the boobies.
Okay, you're getting me all worked up. Can I fit? What are your predictions? Make a death prediction.
I just tell you, man, don't touch Jamie, don't touch Snowman, and don't touch any of the Starks. I say, let's just go with Cersei, man. That's who I want to see go, man, but they're going to make me wait to the end.
Okay, you know
Crazy
what?
icy bitch.
I think the last episode, we're going to see Cersei die. I think we're going to see Cersei die this season, and it may be the last minute.
I think so too.
All right, put an orange slash through her, okay?
It's gonna be a brutal though death. I can't wait.
The Mountain's gonna go too. Maybe we'll have Clegane Bowl. Maybe the Hound will join a team and fight his brother, and those two will have to go at it. But
Destiny, man.
I think
the Mountain's gone.
The Mountain's gone. Hound stays.
Hound might die killing the Mountain. I know we don't want to see the Hound die, but he's probably gonna go.
Why do they all have names like American Gladiators?
Because they are gladiators.
Nitro.
Moving on, what Team Jon Snow?
Oh, don't touch any of them.
I hate to say it, Edison at the Wall is gone. Everyone at the Wall is dead. The White Walkers are going to...
Podrick too, because that guy's a little dick.
No, Podrick has a huge junk. He's gonna live.
Okay.
Yeah, don't leave
You're
Podrick.
saying a man's genitalia is directly correlated to how long he's on the show?
Look at it, the guy's been around.
What happened to Hodor, man? Hodor, man, he had a trunk, man. Forrest there, man, and they killed him.
Hold on. Hodor's coming back as a zombie.
Too soon. He's gonna become a White Walker.
Yeah.
I don't want to see no
big old
zombie
White Walker
junk in my
zombie
face,
junk.
man.
He's gonna be naked going,
shit.
Hodor.
You guys aren't making sense.
So.
There you go, Rad Chad.
We will
Okay.
add Hodor back on this list.
Yeah, Hodor zombie.
That would be a strike of genius, man.
It would.
Hodor's a person?
Yeah.
I thought that's where the hookers went.
Tormund cannot
What about
die.
Littlefinger, man?
Why
they
Sir
call him-
Davos. If they kill Sir
Oh,
Davos, I'm done. He's the best thing on the show, man.
I agree.
He betrayed that little girl, man.
He didn't betray her.
He should have never left her,
He
man.
should have never left her. 'cause
Stupid move.
They burned her. But okay, hold on. Let's
What
go
about
back.
that Red Witch?
Let's go back to
Let's
our
talk
list.
about the Red Witch and
Red
the boobies.
Witch is gonna live.
Oh,
She's got those boobies, man. If you're talking about junk, you
No,
gotta talk
they
about
need
boobies.
her to fight White Walkers. There's be some weird redemption,
Fire.
even though she killed the little girl. There'll be some weird thing where they're like, Red Witch needs to.
I got the chills from remembering the scene with the little girl and dying.
Yeah, it
in
was
the fire.
sucked, you know. But okay,
losing control.
Who else we got on here? Euron Greyjoy's gonna be a disturber. He will die. Euron's gone. Night King lives because season 8 will be all about the Night King. Littlefinger, I have a feeling like I want to see him die, but he might be the next big bad guy with the White Walkers, so we'll leave him on there. Uncle Benjen's still gonna be around. Bronn, Arya, you're not gonna kill off Arya. I think we got a pretty solid list here of.
You better leave that up, man.
Oh wait, what do we got here? Hold on. Yara Greyjoy, she's gone.
We don't need her.
No, and the Sand Snakes, 2 out of 3 are gonna die.
Oh, no, don't touch the
But
sand
they're
snakes.
so good. They have
Don't touch the
been-
sand snakes, man.
Oh, and wasn't that the mama Sand Snake making out with Yara, which was kind of hot in the trailer, but I think she's gonna die too. Varys is not
I
gonna
have
die.
not sit in one place this long
I know.
without causing some kind of trouble, you know?
Hey, you know what? If you don't like it, Rad Chad, go back to watching Romper Room, okay?
I'm beside myself.
No, you come in here and you just start.
Let me see.
No.
Let's see, huh? Team Lovejoy.
Team Lovejoy. What are you looking at?
How about Team you? You stupid